Guys, this view here is the city of Memphis. Fun fact, this entire city and cities across the world have been built on credit, borrowed money. This is the power of leverage combined with financial stewardship, a high financial IQ. You get to run things. Again, it's time to read.
Why they party? I'm in here grinding. Money I'm stacking. Why they rock diamonds? I can't relate to them, ain't my shit common. I set a goal for me, 2 or 3 commas. 7 figures, 8 figures to 9 figures. On a slow pace to get rich quick. Same time we just think different. Cause when you make it, it hit different.
What it do, baby? It's your partner Dale back in the saddle again for another edition of the Countermoves Podcast, where we look at life from a broad perspective, where we kind of bring something together. We kind of look at a situation, whether it be economic, social, or just life, and infuse wisdom into it and unpack and prescribe their wise solutions. So, guys, thank you so much for attending and for your time. If you could share, and subscribe to this channel if you're getting some value here, guys. Well, man, we're going to dive into something, man, that's really a hot topic today. And that hot topic is going to be very simple. We're going to talk about something that is kind of, in my opinion, it's alarming, but it's happening. All right. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's move. She is filing to vacate the speakership again. So we're going to talk about, is this a good move or a bad move? Now, again, this is the second time this has actually happened. And I'm kind of scratching my head like, okay, what's going on here? I don't know if this is a good move or not, but let's kind of unpack it together and see if it is or not, guys. And we're going to look at it from a conservative perspective and also a liberal perspective. So you're going to need kind of a binary type of perspective here, guys, all right? So let's dive into this real quickly. Let's look at her statements. We're going to look at her first statement, guys. She actually was outside of the house, right on the steps, which is normal. And she began to get interviewed by a kind of a horde of reporters concerning her actually kind of fouling a little bit or threatening to foul us. Let's see exactly what's going on here, guys, and see what she actually says. All right, guys, here we go. Let's see what's going on here. Boom. Let's see what she said. Let's go.
Follow up on that, though. You're calling this a pink slip, a warning sign. The bottom line, you want Speaker Johnson out.
I wouldn't have filed a motion to vacate if I didn't. We need a new speaker. This is not personal against Mike Johnson. He's a very good man, and I have respect for him as a person, but he is not doing the job. The proof is in the vote count today. He passed a budget that should have never been brought to the floor, did not represent our conference, and it was passed with the Democrats and without the majority of the majority.
So now what happens is that was her initially threatening to actually file the motion. So she was alerting the entire House, including the Republican conference, that, hey, I'm threatening this because I'm not happy with what's going on with the speakership. And it's based on a rule, right, that when the Republicans took control of the House, they actually passed a rule that one member can actually file a motion to vacate the speakership, which to me is not really a wise move to do, but it is what it is. Now what happens is, guys, is the question that we have right now, because there's a threat now, but she came out also and actually had a different statement concerning what she wanted to do now, because now it has progressed to something a little bit more tenuous and a little bit more forthright. She's like, no, I want to do something different now, because she's really unhappy. And this is really her, as well as Congressman Thomas Massie. They have kind of come together on this, concerning this. Now, the question we got is, do they have the votes, right? Do they have the votes on this? And also, what is the goal moving forward? So let's listen to what she has to say concerning. Now, she's threatened to actually file it next week, right? The motion to vacate the speakership, all right? And you'll see Thomas Massie behind her walking by. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Here we go. Let's see what she has to say. Here we go.
I think every member of Congress needs to take that vote and let the chips fall where they may. And so next week, I am going to be calling this motion to vacate.
Wow.
Absolutely calling it. I can't wait to see Democrats go out and support a Republican speaker and have to go home to their primaries and have to run for Congress again, having supported a Republican speaker, a Christian conservative. I think that'll play well. I'm excited about it.
Stop right there. Now, let's pause right there, guys, and bring up the screen real fast. Now she's saying that you're kind of getting a little bit of the so-called strategy, and you notice you only see two Congress members there, all right? Because there's only two of them actually doing this, because the rule says you can really all you need is one person to file to vacate the speakership. So you hear the strategy from her concerning, on the liberal side, she's trying to get on the record, right? Some Democrats saying that they were going to save Mike Johnson, because the report came out and said that, hey, if a motion to vacate is filed, the Democrats are saying that they'll actually come in and save Mike Johnson's jobs. And so what she's saying now, and this is the goal to the move, is we're going to get them on the record. That is the goal. Now, you heard the goal for her concerning the Democrat side. Let's continue to hear the goal from her concerning the Republican side. Here we go.
And I also can't wait to see my Republican conference show their cards and show who we are, because voters deserve it. Is the Republican Party, have they finally learned their lesson? Have they finally heard the message from voters back at home? Are they willing to actually fight, or are they going to just keep going along to get along? Because it's really easy to do that in Washington, D.C.
So now what you hear her actually saying is, she's saying from a Republican side, she is, I guess, trying to galvanize the Republicans to fight. But really the play is to really show their cards too. And so this seems like it's more of a campaign play for her, right? Which leads me to conclude, to answer the question initially, does Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie have the votes? The answer is no. They do not have the votes at all. Hence the reason why the Democrats are coming in and saying that, hey, they'll save Speaker Johnson's job if a motion to vacate is actually filed. And how they would normally do it, guys, is they would do more of it would be a motion to either table or kill. And what they're saying is they will support it to kill the motion to vacate. And so what Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying, she's saying, let's get everybody on the record, whether you are Democrat or Republican. Now, some folk on the conservative side are saying this is a great move. We love the move, but and that may be the case. But have you really thought all this realistically through? Have you thought in an election year? Have you thought this completely through? Ask yourself that question. Right? Is this wise to do right now, or is this a distraction? So again, the goal for Congressman Massie and Congresswoman Greene is to get everybody on the record and show their cards. That's the only thing. And this is really a campaign type of move. Of course, they could raise money off of it as well as they can run on it as well also from a PR standpoint. This is purely a campaign move. That is all this is. Does that make some sense? I believe it does, because they don't have the votes. It's real simple. And to me, you're kind of playing risky business here, because Republicans have a slim majority in the House. I think they have either one or two vote majority, right? So you're playing Russian roulette here, right? Because, and you in a second, you're going to see how this could potentially backfire for those that don't know how to negotiate, right? Do you see the kind of the business moves here? You have a PR move and a strategy move, right? So what's good, y'all? LaDale Buggs here. Most individuals that I talk to today, they're really concerned about the economy, specifically the volatility of it. Now, the area of their concerns really centers around the variable of inflation. And inflation right now is really outpacing people's wages, number one. And number two, it's beginning to affect their 401k and IRAs, because their retirement accounts are connected or intertwined with the stock market. Over the years, I've been fairly successful in real estate investing. Currently, I own about $35 million worth of real estate under management. And also my partner and I have been able to build our private equity and venture capital firm to about $1.2 billion worth of assets under management. Now, this success has taken place in up or down economies. Now, whenever there's volatility in the market, opportunities begin to show up. There are 3 investment strategies that, if implemented the correct way, any investor can go from 0 to 6 figures in the next 6 to 12 months. Click on the link below or swipe up and let's talk through these strategies. Let's go to this here real quickly here. Will this backfire? How can this backfire? I'm glad you actually asked that question, y'all. Let's bring in somebody else, man, whom I actually respect, because he actually brings a wealth of knowledge in this area that most of us don't have, because he's worked in the federal government and on the law enforcement side at a high level for presidents, right? That's my dude, man. I call him DB, Dan Bongino. He's going to talk about this as far as how can this backfire. All right? How can this backfire? Let's listen to what Dan has to say concerning this real quickly. Here we go, Dan. Let's get it in, brother.
We got to talk about Mike Johnson.
Okay.
He is the current Speaker of the House. And can we just put a dispositive period and full stop on this? He's not doing a good job. Okay. I'm with you, brothers and sisters. Much love. Let's grab each other. Let's hug. Just no sniffing and no groping like Biden. Okay. I get it. I'm with you. I totally get it. He's not doing. Evita, you're on the opposite side. Can we both agree? Mike Johnson's doing a pretty sucky job. Thank you. Evita says terrible job, and she's correct. That's why we like her. However, Bongino Inc. here likes to hire people with different viewpoints who are smart, like Evita, and we don't have to agree. Matter of fact, I'd be quite mad if we did.
Sure.
Because I don't like people who pander. I hate that. It's nonsense, okay? Evita doesn't like Mike Johnson and wants him out.
Okay.
We had a little debate about this morning.
Sure.
Folks, we can't do it. We can't. I'm going to tell you why.
Listen to the strategy.
Chatsters, chime in, Guy, follow the chat, and tell me how angry.
Listen to the strategy, guys. The key thing, guys, is strategy. Listen to the strategy. Man, oh my God. This is so good how he's going to break this down, guys, and to give you a different perspective on how this could backfire. Here we go.
Angry they are at me, but it's okay. Here's why we can't. There's no plan, folks.
No plan.
There's no plan.
Notice right there, I agree with that 100% because of the fact that you see in the 2 videos that we actually played, there was no plan itemized out by Marjorie Taylor Greene. It was just a campaign thing. It was campaign. Woo, yay. Put everybody on the cards. That's the plan. Now get this. This was the same plan when they actually ousted Kevin McCarthy. The same plan. And they said, we just figure it out as we go. That's why she said. That's why Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "Let's see where the cards land. Let's let them land where they may." Which means you have no plan at all, none. Let's keep going.
Can I just walk you through this on my perspective, please? Of course, it's my show. I was told by many people last time, after we dumped McCarthy, that we were going to get a more conservative speaker. That is unequivocally not what happened.
I agree.
We've now got more money being flushed into Ukraine, into a candidly unwinnable war at this point, while our borders open. J.D. Vance had the best tweet thread about this morning, about Ukraine and all this foreign funding. It was magic. He said, I don't want to hear any more about what we should do.
I agree.
Forget about what we should do. What can we do? It's not about what we should do. We should be doing a lot of things.
Strategy. There's no clear strategy being communicated at all. It's the same thing with Matt Gaetz and now with Marjorie Taylor Greene. You're out there on bully pulpit, got the reporters there, microphone in front of your face, and you communicated nothing as a plan. Nothing. And to be honest with the plan that you actually communicated was all about you. I get it. The Thomas Madison Speaker Johnson's not doing a good job. I agree. 1,000%. But what's your strategy moving forward? You have none. Your strategy is to complain about what he's doing, what he's not doing correctly. And then what you are doing is you then turn around and saying, hey, we're going to put everybody get back on the record. And that's no strategy. That's no plan at all. Trash. Garbage. No.
But we can't because we have no freaking money.
Agree.
We can't do it. Mm-hmm. We're being invaded on our southern border. Uh-huh. We're paying close to $1 trillion in interest on our debt. $1 trillion a year on interest.
Sick.
We can't. We're about to flush more money into Ukraine.
Correct.
They've done almost nothing on the border beside that disastrous bill.
Agree.
We're about to pour a boatload of money into another CR spending bill.
Sure is.
It's been a disaster. And
listen,
the one thing Avita and I both agree on, the biggest kick in the ass of all is Mike Johnson coming out of a meeting with deep staters telling us that the spying on Americans bill, the FISA thing, which is what it is, don't let them bullshit you. Yeah. Oh, it's for foreigners. Yeah, but they can say it's about foreigners and then rope in Americans.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's the spying on Americans bill.
Yeah.
Comes out of a meeting with deep staters and says, now I'm for it.
Yep.
That's a no. However, what?
So I agree with guys. Those the conservatives. I agree with you with your complaints concerning Mike Johnson. I 1,000% agree with you. But what is the plan for this move again? You're wanting voters on your side of the aisle to shake hands with you again. The first time they did, and you had no plan. Now you're going to do this again with the same strategy, no plan. No, that's asinine. That's called buffoonery. It makes no sense. The first time we did it your way. Now, no, play. We got to change the whole strategy. What is your plan? You have none. You have none. Let's keep going, guys.
What's the plan? We're going to dump Johnson for who?
Correct.
Why do I bring this up?
Listen.
Here's Tom Massey yesterday, a guy I respect a lot. Listen, Donald Trump didn't like him. I like Tom Massey. Always have.
Okay.
Having said that, I've spoken about Massey often.
Sure.
He is absolutely wrong on this.
Listen to what he
Here's
said.
Tom Massey. The audio is not great, but it's not Guy and Tony's fault at all here. Oh, you cleaned it up? Oh, thank you. Because it was very low. Mm-hmm. Here's CNN asking him. He is now going to back Marjorie Taylor Greene's resolution, apparently, to get rid of Mike Johnson. This is an absolutely terrible idea.
Listen.
Take a look.
Yeah, I asked him to resign.
When did you ask him to?
He said he would not. And then I said, well, you're the one who's going to put us into this. Because the motion is going to get called, okay? Does anybody doubt that? The motion will get called. And then he's going to lose more votes than Kevin McCarthy. And I have told him this in private, like weeks ago. So, I mean...
When did you ask him to resign?
Right in there.
Just today.
So, Congressman, help us understand that he's not resigning.
So now the demand is for him to resign, right? And they're giving him over the weekend to resign now. Great. What is the plan? Still waiting on the plan, big dog. Still waiting on the plan, man. Still waiting on the plan. I mean, the leadership here is just horrid. Let's keep going.
Are then you going to push a motion to vacate this week?
No, I'm not going to call the motion to vacate. But I will tell you that if it is called, there will be a lot of people who vote for it.
How does a motion to vacate against Speaker Johnson help the country?
Good question.
Some would say we'd be rudderless, but we have a rudder. We're steering everything toward what Chuck Schumer wants. There has not been a change. I mean, if the country likes Chuck Schumer, then they should like what Speaker Johnson's accomplished in the House.
Totally agree with that last part.
Attention real estate investors, whether you are a seasoned or novice investor, we all know that with uncertain times or volatile times, that creates opportunities. Now, with these new opportunities, only the implementation of the correct strategies will separate that average investor from that great investor. There are 3 strategies that, if implemented the right way with the correct team around you, any investor can go from 0 to 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures in the next 12 to 24 to 36 months. Click on the link below or swipe up and let's talk through these strategies. Again, PLAN, that spells plan. What is it? Still waiting on the plan, y'all. All I keep hearing from Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massey, and this is not me defending Speaker Johnson. I think he has not done a good job at all. But my question is, what is the plan? PLAN. Can a brother get one of them? A plan. Stop telling me what he's done wrong. Got it. You tell me that. You told us that 17,000 times. Can we get one time you say what the plan is and go? There's no plan. Not one. Let's keep going.
The Democrats are effectively running the House right now. However, I stopped the chat right here. Laszlo 55, okay. Love you, Laz. Okay. Joe Duarte also. Love you guys. I'm glad you guys have it. You're with Avita on this. Laszlo says, don't care, throw him out. And Joe Duarte says, vacate. Joe, Laz, respect your opinion.
Gotcha.
What's your plan?
What is it?
I'm watching the chat. D, can you watch it? What's your plan? Aren't we entitled as citizens to know, okay, what's next?
Man, do I need to like invite on some cheerleaders to spell out PLAN? What is it? Can I have it one time? The plan. Damn, can a player get the plan? Like one time, bro. Come on, man. Jeez.
Because I remember reading to you this Newsweek article. It's right here. I brought it up again just in case you guys forgot. And believe me, fellas, ladies, whatever, I'm not trying to be a smartass.
Sure.
I'm just asking you what the plan is.
PLAN.
Because we've got an election coming up.
Sure enough.
Do you really want 3-4 weeks of trying to pick a new speaker while Republicans then resign and we get Speaker Jeffries?
Asinine.
Newsweek.
Listen.
5 other House Republicans could resign after Ken Buck. This ain't me saying it, gents.
Yes, sir.
Here's Ken Buck, a guy who probably knows the other Benedict Arnolds in our Republican Party.
Are you guys reading this? Let me read it for the folk in the back row. 5 other Republicans could resign after Ken Buck. Now, why is that important? You're going to find out. This is how this could backfire. Right? Strategy. Man, let's keep going, guys. Here we go.
They all kind of joined together. These guys all suck, right? He was asked by Axios about other colleagues.
Listen.
Leaving. Ken Buck, who was a Republican, say was because this guy's a total fraud. Buck then hinted that more colleagues might resign, saying, I think it's the next 3 people that leave that's good that they're going to be worried about.
Uh-oh.
Folks, can I just walk through not even a hypothetical, but a probable path?
Yes, listen to the strategy.
They vacate, right? Kick them out like Laszlo and Joe Duarte want.
Yeah.
I get it. Makes us all feel he's done a terrible job. I'm with you.
Rocking with you.
Then 3 more people resign. They're telling us they're going to leave.
Yes.
Buck is saying, hey, I know about 3 more people. And by the way, I've heard this from multiple people.
Correct.
Not just Ken Buck. Correct. In case you're saying, oh, we can't trust Buck. He sold us out. He did. But sellouts know other sellouts.
Correct.
And I've heard this from multiple people that there's probably 3 to 5 who are ready to go too. That Johnson's trying to keep in the Republican pen.
Yes.
What happens when they leave? The answer is, yes, sir. You got Speaker Hakeem Jeffries.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, man. I gotta give it to Speaker Jeffries. I mean, not Speaker Jeffries, Minority Leader Jeffries on this. Hakeem Jeffries. If this is the play, this is a brilliant negotiating ploy. I gotta give it to him. And Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massey, although principled, walks right into it. This is, boy, I tell you what, this is how this could backfire. Right here. Strategy. The reason why I'm going in hard in the paint here, guys, is because of the fact that this right here shows a lack of leadership and planning. You have no strategy. None. How do I know? You haven't told nobody the strategy. What is it? Give it to us. If I see one more person, a Republican, go in front of a damn camera and begin talking about what Speaker Johnson is doing wrong without no plan, man, I'm gonna call you out. Great, can we get a plan? Just one time. Just one time. Let's keep going, guys. He's not done about how this could backfire. Here we go, y'all. Watch. It's going to get real juicy. Here we go.
You want Speaker Hakeem Jeffries running the House during a presidential election where there's no doubt the Democrats are going to cheat.
Listen.
By the way, with a majority in the Democrat Senate right now.
There we go.
You want them to pass. Here's the first thing they'll do.
Listen.
They'll pass the Insurrection Act of 2024 through the House. That'll go to the Senate. That will declare anyone involved in, and they'll redefine an insurrection to make it about Donald Trump, cannot run for president.
There you go.
Guaranteed. And then we'll all look back, Joe and Laz, and we'll be like, wait, that kind of sucks.
Yes, sir.
Man, we got our balls kicked in.
Straight in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, straight in. Guys, do you see this? Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he said? About once Hakeem Jeffries becomes the Speaker of the House, because, to be honest with you, if I'm a Democrat, why would I save Mike Johnson, who has came out and had a press conference with Donald Trump and said that he's on Donald Trump? Why would I support him? It didn't make any sense. Why would I do that for? That's dumb. Why? Unless I'm going to tell you one thing. This is hypothetical, right? I don't know this to be true, but this is we're going to strategize together. Unless I'm going to tell you I'll save you, force the vote, your guys resigns, I then change my mind, and now I'm Speaker. I then turn around and then force a vote on an insurrection act, the way we define it, get it passed straight down party lines, get it over to the Senate, which is controlled by Democrats. They sign on to it, maybe add some additional verbiage on it as well also, get it over to President Biden, and boom, you have a law now. I mean, if this is their strategy, it's executing really well. Because, again, the Democrats are saying that President Trump cannot get back in the Oval Office. That means all options are on the table. All options. And right now what's happening is Thomas Massie, it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. They are walking right into this trap, potential trap. Yes. Because the Republicans have already said that they are, Kim Buck is retired, and there's 3 more, which would then be their 3 or 4 vote lead, right? 4 vote lead is gone. It's gone. So now what actually happens? Now you vote down party lines. And who gets the majority of the votes? The Democrats. And now you have a Democrat House ran by a Democrat Speaker of the House because they out-negotiated you. It's called strategy. They have a plan. You have none, Republicans. 0. It's all about you. It's terrible leadership, trash leadership, horrid, buffoonery. But that's just my opinion. Now, here's my reaction. Now, here's the good thing about it. And this is my reaction, guys. Here's my reaction. My reaction on this is this here. Is this negotiating? Is this a good negotiating move or a terrible one? Real quick, terrible one. And I just ironed it out for you just previously. Horrible move. Why? Because Republicans, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massie, you have no plan. This is a terrible distraction. Right now, Republicans, you have everything from the border to immigration, which is a part of the border, to the economy, to law and order, to campuses, violence. You have everything from how the country is running on an administration going for you because the current administration is doing a crappy job at actually running the country. But never put it past a Republican to screw things up sometimes. So then you think it's a good idea to file a motion to vacate in the midst of all this stuff going your way. So now the media, which is clearly on the Democratic side, now focuses just on the speakership, right? Because your motion to vacate, right? And there's nothing on the campus violence. There's nothing talking about the economy, nothing talking about the border, nothing about immigration at all, because everything is on the speakership. It'll be a 3 to 4 week time frame. Simple. And the numbers will work well for the Democrats. I got to give it to the Democrats. I don't like their ideas, but when it comes to a strategy, man, they raise it sharp. They raise it sharp. They lockstep together. That's called a plan. A plan which Republicans don't have at all. None. Why is this being talked about in front of the campus unless it's for the benefit of the person talking? Why? This should be talked behind closed doors. When I played college basketball, we always say this, and this has been said also to NFL players and the NBA players. What happens in the locker room stays in the locker room. We don't air out home business. That's what y'all doing in front of the cameras. Trash leadership, garbage, horrid. This is the biggest thing now. The biggest thing, guys, as you can see, no one is for this is a big distraction, a huge distraction. I don't need to play anything at all concerning any other videos at all. It's clear this is a terrible distraction, horrid distraction. All right, guys, man, get your act together, guys. What's the counter move? I always say, guys, peep it, sweep it, and keep it. Examine your current situation. This is going to be a little bit different, guys, because of the fact that typically on the conservative side, we're independent thinkers. And so we have different ideas, which is fine, but sometimes they can kind of conflict. So we have to compromise a lot of the times, which is fine. No problem with it at all. If you are for this move, that's cool. Please, in the comments section, DM, communicate the strategy to me. What's the plan? If you are against this move, tell me why you're against this move. Now, once you communicate those two premises, gotcha, right? Does it work for you? This is the sweeping portion. What's your strategy moving forward? You've not communicated your foundations, your premises, right? So now when you apply that, does it work for you? Because what's your strategy moving forward? What is it? What is it? And can you clearly communicate that to I call every district in the U.S. when it's governed by a congressman or congresswoman. That's kind of I call it the chairman, the chair of the board. Every district is a board, right? And the one going to Washington is the chairman of the board, and they should be having weekly or monthly or quarterly meetings with the board, which is the district, of what's going on and how they are advocating for the boards or the districts. Desires, right? For their goals, right? So you should be able to clearly come back to your district and prescribe why this is a good move before you do any voting at all. Prescribe it. Don't do the move and then come back and tell the district why you did it. Go to them first and then do it. Because why? You're not there for your benefit. You're up there for the benefit of the board or the district that you have been elected, that you have been elected to, right? And then, how you know it's working? Simple. You think generationally. Does the execution of the strategy benefit not just you, but it also benefits generations after you? If the answer is no, you have a terrible strategy. Because your strategy begins and ends with you. Congressman or congresswoman, that's not why you were elected. You were elected to push the agenda of your district. It's real simple. It's not hard. Man, when you begin to think about governing through the lens of business, things of that nature, things become a little bit more clear. But unfortunately, you have a lot of people up there that go up to Washington for their own means and not for the means of their entire district that elected them. right? But man, guys, this here, guys, give me your thoughts, guys. Man, what are your thoughts? Does it make sense, guys? Let me know. Am I off? Am I missing something? I'm not above reproach. Let me know if it makes some sense, guys. I'm open to being corrected or a different perspective. Open to that. All right, guys. Now, on Friday, guys, Cliff and I we do a real estate Friday training. It's free on all platforms, guys. We talk about the current market analysis of what's going on in real estate from a city, county, state, federal standpoint, guys. And then what happens is we talk about that, and then we give a strategy that you can actually implement now and make $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 because we believe it's time to turn your side hustle into an enterprise. So, guys, every Friday at 5 p.m. CST, we actually have a Real Estate Friday for training as well, guys. Also, guys, we have a sponsor, American Rounds. Full disclosure, I am an owner of this company. This is the world's first AI-powered ammo vending machine in your local grocery store, guys. Let me say that again. It's the first AI-powered ammo vending machine in your local grocery store, guys. Right, man? This is taking off like a storm. It's going so well, guys. So, guys, we got to honor them. Here's a little bit of things about them. Here we go.
I'm Graham Majors. I'm the CEO of American Rounds. We are in Pell City, Alabama at Fresh Value grocery store installing the first ever automated retail machine for ammunition. The stores were really the inspiration for it. I mean, they knew their customer base and they came to us and thought this would be a really good opportunity for their customer base. There's a lot of hunting community here in Pell City and thought that their customers would love an opportunity to be able to buy ammunition here at the store.
We're super excited to offer, what we think is the first ammo kiosk. We're always looking for ways to give our customer another reason to come visit our stores. Anything that we can do to help them make their shopping trips easier based on the feedback that we've gotten just from customers today. They are so excited about us having the ammo kiosk.
We're getting ammo!
One of the ways we're changing the landscape of ammunition sales is to make it more available. Being able to move into a place like a grocery store, supermarket makes a lot more available to the public. But we're taking a different approach to it. Traditionally, ammunition is sold at outdoor type stores, your sporting goods stores, and it just sits on a shelf. It's very accessible. Because of that, there's a high rate of theft. But with our machines, as you can see here, we have a very secure automated retail machine. We're able to age verify. We scan a driver's license. It then takes 360 facial recognition for the purchase and matches it to the ID. So the machines really provide an opportunity for safe, affordable, and available ammunition sales.
There is no doubt that foot traffic will increase based on the feedback that we've gotten. And again, we're super excited not only to have it here, but in other locations in Fresh Value as well.
We're really excited about where we're going. We are going to continue to expand here in Alabama. We have a machine slated to go into Oklahoma, Louisiana, Texas. So over the next year, we're looking forward to, seeing these roll out all throughout the South and the Southeast.
Guys, again, American Rounds, guys. Again, the first AI-powered ammo vending machine at your local grocery store, guys. Man, check us out, man. It goes to all platforms at American Rounds, guys. Also, you can go to AmericanRounds.com. Check us out, guys. You'll be very surprised at what you see. And we solve a lot of problems that are good for the liberal perspective and the conservative perspective, guys. It's a perfect marriage of solving this problem out there when it comes to ammo, guys. And really be honest with you, gun violence. But guys, thank you so much for your time. God bless you guys, man. Again, if you could, guys, give me your thoughts about what we talked about, guys. But you know how I end it every single time, baby, because I look better than you. It's all good, baby. You see me looking better than you before you leave, guys. And while you can, you see that thing, baby. Take that damn picture and give it to your mom and them guys and holler at your partner. God bless you guys. See you next time, guys. All right, y'all. Peace.